Hello everybody, it's Kat here today, and I'm back with the Sims renovation actually. And here's a family I want to introduce you to that we are renovating for. And actually, I want to say that I'm sorry there haven't been any videos recently because I was really sick. I'm still at home sick, and I can't leave the house because of, certain illness floating around. So I'm actually gonna try and not talk too much either because my voice is pretty good now, but if I talk more, it kind of gets worse and worse and worse. So I'm just gonna introduce you to the family now. So here is Jacob Livingston, and he's a son of a family that we renovated for already in Willow Creek. It's the elderly family that I renovated for, and he's the son. So here's Jacob, here's his wife Sarah, and here's their daughter Madeline. She's super cute. I love her. So yeah, that's the family we're renovating for, and I hope you like the renovation. I'm gonna jump into a speed build. So first of all, I obviously start by removing any furniture and windows and doors and all that good stuff that I don't need. I did keep a couple of items in the inventory of the family that I thought I might use later, but I didn't even use them really, to be honest. I just thought I might, but I didn't, so oh well. I put in the effort to do that anyway. So I changed up the stairs at the front of the house, and I put in new doors and different windows than before because I thought it just looks better and they are cheaper than the original ones. A lot of stuff that came in the later packs is much cheaper than base game stuff, especially windows and doors. I think that those doors are from Seasons and they're only like 50 simoleons or maybe 80. I'm not too sure. And don't take my word for granted. Don't trust me ever. So yeah, I put in new flooring. I am using the old kitchen counters, so I kept them there against that wall. And here I am sectioning off a little section for a laundry or a pantry. I wasn't sure what I'm doing yet, but I am doing laundry in there indeed. So then I changed the doors to go out into the backyard because I wanted the sliding doors. I just thought it looked nicer finish. And then I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the kitchen shape and stuff, how I wanted to be placed, but I ended up doing just a simple L-shaped kitchen with some bar stools, which I add in a little later, I guess. I wanted a nice colorful fridge too, so here it is. And stovetop, I actually really love those stovetops and ovens from the Dream Home Decorator. It's probably the best thing that has ever happened in this game, in my opinion. So some yellow counter chairs, bar stools. Then I was kind of messing with the backsplash there, and I don't remember if I actually used that subway tile or... because I spent a while again messing with it later, which I think I maybe cut out. I'm not sure. I do some lights over the bar. I like some hanging lights. I wish these lights came on the longer leads to match the ceiling. Oh yeah, here I am messing with the tiles again, and I'm not sure. I actually cut out a lot of this. So I spent a significant part of my time just trying to find good colors for backsplash and walls in general, because I didn't want it to be all just white, but I mean, you'll see what I end up with. It's just simple and same as it looked before almost. So then I changed up the doors on the interior because the other doors were taking up 2 tiles and they were expensive doors, so I kind of downgrade. But these doors are still pretty good looking doors, especially for the house style that this is. I think it looks pretty good. So I do the little laundry in here too. And I always love doing laundry in Sims. I don't know why, but I like doing laundry in real life too, so maybe there's a correlation with that. I just like, you know, simple mundane things to be reflected in the gameplay too. So I think it's really satisfying, to be honest, to do laundry. So yeah, anyways. I move on to doing the dining table. I was actually having a hard time finding a good dining table for this area. This area is pretty big, it looks like, but you have to fit it in the living room too, so it ends up being just perfect. Because at first I thought maybe that table is too small, but I didn't want to have like an 8-seat table or a 10-seat table, I don't know. It would be just too much for this little family. So I tried to do some colorful things and deter from my usual just black and white and nudes and you know, grays and very simple color palettes. And so I add a little bit of color. I actually changed those armchairs. I switched around the sitting room around a little bit because it's not looking the best right now, in my opinion. I actually really like the fireplace. I like adding fireplaces into Sims houses quite a bit, especially like if they live in like Willow Creek or Newcrest where they do have winter. I think it's really nice, especially in family houses. I think it just makes sense and makes it feel really nice and cozy, and you can light the fire. I just like it for the gameplay. So then there I go, putting on curtains so no one's peeking through at nighttime. I wish you could close up curtains in the game, actually. So I also put up this play tent in the corner there, and it's usable and works, and it's a lot of fun for the toddler. And I thought, you know, you have a toddler in the house, the toys and their stuff is gonna be all around the house, not just in their room. So I thought I'll put this tent in here in the living room where you know, parents can play with them too. So yeah, then I was struggling to find something nice to put on the dining table here, but yeah, I just take my time, obviously. And I was thinking, like, I was wasn't sure what I wanted here, but I ended up with these shelves because, like, the space was looking really empty and I didn't really want to color that wall because then I would have to color the same color in the corridor upstairs because, like, you don't want, like, a weird split, like, line between downstairs wallpaper and the upstairs. So, I just wanted to keep it plain. I also did like a little buffet table here, like a little bar. I don't know, maybe have drinks in it or something. And I did a little painting. It's just something nice on the wall, so it wouldn't be too plain. And nothing, you know, nothing too special. It's just a simple family house. And they actually had to start off. They had 50,000 simoleons because, you know, maybe his parents gave it to him and. Made a start, you know, for his family. Good investment, actually, to do it for the family house. So then I move on to the bedrooms, and I split it into 2 bedrooms, which I thought makes sense because that was a very, very big single bedroom, which didn't really make sense. So this makes a toddler room, and the room next door is just a spare, like, I guess, bedroom that you can use later for, you know, more kids, or just keep it as a spare bedroom. I don't know. Do whatever you want. So, I wanted to make it pretty, like, you know, playful and colorful, but nothing too crazy where, like, it overwhelms you. So like the walls are pretty like pastel purple, and some of the toys are more colorful. And the bed is, I actually love that bed. I think it's from, is it from Eco Living? I don't know. As I said, don't take my word for granted. Don't hold me accountable on anything I say, actually. Ever, please, because I don't want to even be responsible for my own words. So, yeah, I did the toddler's bedroom, and I think it's pretty cute, and I love that little llama. It's so fluffy, and I didn't even realize that we ever had this in the game. But here it is in all its glory, and it deserves to be there. I actually have never used these little shelves from the Nifty Knitting, but I do love them, and I always struggle to find uses for them, so I'm in love with them in this room here. And oh, that bunny, I just placed it by using, is it Control and 9 key? If you have the bb.move objects on, you can just lift the items up or down with 9 or 0 when you hold Control key. A little trick, tips and tricks with Cat here. Obviously, I think a lot of people knew how to do that already, so don't mind me. And I do this room pretty plain, pretty simple. It's a guest bedroom, it's a spare bedroom, you know, so like you don't really put in too much thought in it as long as it's nice and clean. Maybe it has like a couple of older furniture pieces like that dresser and the mirror. You just kind of put it in there and hope it looks good enough. So then I did the bathroom here, but I'm not sure if it works. To be honest with you, I was struggling to find a good positioning here, but then I end up with what I end up with. And I moved the balcony obviously to match the downstairs balcony, and I do some windows on the outside, and I move on to actually working on the upstairs of the house. I wasn't sure about the layout I wanted here in the bedroom, but I actually do a built-in wardrobe here, which I think is really handy, and I love built-in wardrobes in Sims, just in real life too. They're great. I don't have one in my house currently, but I would love to. So, and I split off a piece of that bedroom there just to make a little office, because the wife is a writer and the husband is a teacher, so I thought they definitely need the little home office, you know, to have their desk, their computer and stuff, work on their things. So I had to make sure there is enough space to have a little home office. So yeah, the bedroom is pretty plain. I didn't want to do anything crazy. I was kind of struggling to make it look a little bit more fun than usual plain stuff, but I just had to add like tiny little pops of color, because like I didn't even have enough space here to add anything too much, but I think it's enough for the bedroom, to be honest. I do a little vanity mirror, so you know, she can powder her nose before she sits at the computer and writes for hours, and you know, just your daily things. So I actually love this rug, and it works in so many different areas, in so many different cases, in so many different designs so well. So I was looking for wall decorations, and I ended up with that painting, and then I was struggling with the wallpaper in this room, and I actually spent a long time on this in real life. I cut out a lot of it. I was trying to do some more paintings or something on the walls, but I didn't really find anything that great, so I was just like, oh well, just leave it. And then I moved on to the office. It's a pretty simple office with a dream home decorator items. I just like them. Very simple, very straightforward, nice looking. Ticks off all the boxes. Let's go. So yeah, so how are you doing? I don't know. You know, how are your cats, dogs doing? Sometimes I just like, when I'm talking, making a voiceover for these speed builds, I'm like, what do I even say? Like, I can point out some of the certain things I'm doing, but then, you know, you can see yourself what's happening. But I also don't want it to be too boring. So, like, a lot of my commentary is probably just like making 0 sense and just like talking gibberish. So, I don't know. You know, it is what it is. So, excuse me for not being too original in my commentary sometimes. But I try. And especially now when I've been in the house doing nothing for so many days, I'm just kind of even limiting myself from talking a lot of nonsense, because I'm kind of going crazy. If you lock up Aries in the house and, you know, they're sick and can't really do much, it's just gonna backfire pretty badly in a pretty short amount of time. Which is, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, I did the office, I did the little landing area on the top floor of the house, and I moved on to the bathroom. And the bathroom is pretty simple. It's just the ensuite for the master bedroom, and nothing too crazy. I actually moved these I moved those counters obviously to the next wall because it wasn't really making too much sense. I had laundry basket, towels and stuff, and just, you know, stuff you need in the bathroom. Most importantly, toilet roll paper, because I don't know why, but some people love base games and builds too just don't have toilet roll. I don't know, how can you forget that? But also that toilet roll is probably like the most expensive toilet roll you could ever use, because it's 50 simoleons for a toilet roll. So I don't know what it's made out of, but I don't know, Sims, I don't know what you're doing with your toilet roll. How do you make it that's so expensive, or is it just a shortage? I don't know. So yeah, we're in the backyard, and I'm doing a privacy wall because it's very, very necessary in this lot for sure, because there is a footpath, a pedestrian footpath along the river that obviously people would probably go on like morning walks, walk their dogs and everything, and you don't want people looking into your backyard all the time seeing what you're doing, especially when you have kids. I just thought it was creepy, so we definitely need a privacy wall. So I do some terrain painting, and I actually suck at it, but you know, as long as it's something and makes sense, I'm okay with. I do some plants just to make it look, you know, like it's not just an empty plot. I love adding trees and I love flowers, just like in real life. It just makes such a big difference, and I always make sure to do some, you know, terrain and planting and, like, you know, landscaping on the outside of the build. So I change up the roof, and I changed the color. I changed the wood on the outside of the house, but I actually, like, it doesn't even really make any difference from the original. So I don't know what I thought I was thinking doing there, So anyways, I added some planters in the backyard and a kiddie pool just for some little fun time, a slide, and then I obviously moved that slide because you don't want the child sliding onto the rocks, onto the pavement, because that's a, you know, that's a definite hazard, and you don't want that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the speed build of this game, and we'll jump into a little walkthrough. Okay, so let's just jump into a really quick walkthrough of the house just after renovating. I do think it looks better on the outside than before. It's nothing major, but I think it just looks friendlier and more inviting for the family. So let's just walk right in through the front door, and here's our dining room as you walk in. Pretty simple. I didn't want it to be too modern, but I didn't want it to be like too old-fashioned either, because it is a new young family moving in, and I just wanted it to match their style and what they are as personalities. So I actually really like how this living room turned out. I like this play tent. It's really, really cute when the toddler plays in it. So after the renovation I actually did go through and I play tested the whole house. And I had to make a few changes here and there to adjust so it's all playable. I actually really like this little laundry room. I always like to add laundry rooms into my builds, but it doesn't really always work out, or I don't always want to push a laundry system onto anyone in case they want to download the house. So this is the bathroom I had to change up because they couldn't bathe the toddler in the bathtub otherwise, so I had to do a little switcheroo around of the placement, but it still looks pretty the same. So here is the toddler room. I think it looks pretty cute. I think the toddler will love it. And I actually don't know when we got this little llama plushie, but super, super cute. And yeah, I like the way this toddler room turned out. And this is just oh, I have to add the ceiling in. This is just a spare bedroom, and you know, you can say it's a guest room, or like you can convert this into another child's bedroom if you have more kids or whatever. So yeah, pretty simple. And oh, I added this measure ruler on the wall here, because maybe, you know, they can measure the toddler's height, the child's height, and see how fast they're growing. It's a pretty cute touch. Here we are on the landing of the second floor, and here is the master bedroom. It's pretty plain. I didn't add anything too much. I was struggling a little bit to find stuff that would match, but also not to make it too crowded or cluttered, because I want everything to be functional. I actually really like the built-in wardrobe here. So here's the bathroom that's attached to the master bedroom. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. And then there's a little balcony you can walk out onto. Nothing crazy. I used a new telescope, but I don't think it's usable here because it's technically in the room, so you have to bring it outside or remove the ceiling here, I think, because obviously it doesn't work in rooms. So yeah, and there's another room here, little office area. I think it's pretty good for the mom and the dad. Both of them can use it, you know, but the mom is a writer, so I think this space is pretty perfect for her. I do really like the views from this house. It's pretty cool. So yeah, let's go down into our backyard. Just jump off the balcony. So you would walk out through the kitchen here, through the sliding door here into your backyard. And you have a couple of seeds here, a swing set, a couple of planters, a privacy fence, because obviously this is where people usually walk, and you don't really want people walking by your house all the time and seeing everything you do in your backyard. So I did a little slider for the toddler, a little picnic grill area for your family, some nice lights, little kiddies pool, and a little bench here, a bird's feeder. I thought that would be really cute. I've never used it before in game, so I'm actually excited to see how it works. So yeah, a few plants and stuff. I think this turned out pretty great, to be honest. I think it's definitely better than what it was. Here are some before the afters, and I think it looked pretty sad and boring and depressing, to be honest. And the afters, and I think you can see a pretty big difference, and this house is much more suitable for this young beautiful family now. And it's just so much brighter and lighter and inviting and loving. So yeah, I think now that my voice is completely shot, and after all the suffocating and coughing noises I had to edit out, I think it's perfect time to say thank you. And I hope you come back for more videos, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a good day. Bye!